Hey everybody, hope you're having a great start to your weekend. I am sorry didn't come to you yesterday. I just couldn't make it work, but I'm here today. This week's newsletter, we're covering the travel document meeting, which is scheduled for Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. It will be held at the Cobblestone Hotel in Little Chute. So you will see the details in the newsletter. Please read through that carefully. Some of you didn't RSVP yet, so if you could just take a second and RSVP, that would be awesome. For those of you that aren't coming, no worries. We'll get you the documents sent out. Some of you made appointments too with me, so we will be ready to roll. Everybody will have their stuff in plenty of time before we go. All right. Moving on, what I would like to do as I meet with you every week is give you sort of a rundown of some of the details of the trip and kind of walk through it with you and hopefully give you some insight to what you're going to see and be able to do on these excursions. Now remember, the excursions with AMA they're all included. You're not out of pocket anything. So sign up for, the excursions they're offering. They're all complimentary. They're included with your package. The only one that I know for sure is not is the Vienna concert, which again, I had mentioned last week. I am for sure going to do it again. It was a great experience. You're in Vienna, the city where music was made, or at least some very impressive musicians made some pretty impressive music. Anyway, so I hope we all are able to enjoy that concert together, but it does cost a little money, so just to be prepared for that. Okay. Onward. So I want to walk through this and where do we need to start? But we need to start with, we need to get on a bus and get to Chicago. For those of you that are doing the group air and the land package, we're going to meet in Appleton at the Ballard 41 Park and Ride. I've used it in the past. The details will be with your documents, so no stress there. But we're going to head out at 9:30 in the morning with a stop in Fond du Lac. So, guys, I need to check in with all of you and make sure I get you. I know I need to know who I'm picking up where. So I'm going to send out an email this week if you take a second to reply to that. So I'm sure that I've got the count on who's being picked up where, either Appleton or Fond du Lac. So then once we get everybody on the bus, we're to Chicago, to O'Hare. We'll get checked in. Our flight departs at 4 o'clock with Lufthansa Airlines. And yeah, so Saturday afternoon, we're going to be on a jet plane to Europe. Our first stop is Frankfurt, Germany. When we connect in Frankfurt, we will not have to pick up our bags. All we have to do is make a connection through a passport control checkpoint. It's really simple, no stress. You just are going to want to make sure you have your passports handy. And we'll go through the checkpoint and then proceed on to our next gate for our flight to Budapest. So the connection, when I did it last year, it's a little I want to say long, meaning it's a long way to walk. So we have enough time, but for those of you that might want a little extra help, I definitely can do that request for a wheelchair assist. They do not prearrange the motorized carts, unfortunately. Sorry about that, but I can definitely do wheelchair assist for anybody that wants to take advantage of it. It's certainly there for you to take. So let me know. Give me a heads up. Pop me an email. Just say, hey, yeah, put me on that list. Anyway, so then we make our connection in Frankfurt, and then we should have enough time for maybe a bite to eat in the airport is what I'm thinking. And then we'll finish up the flight and get into Budapest about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So when we arrive into Budapest, we are going to collect our bags, and then we will be met by the tour company that's going to be hosting us, and our guide, Anna Marie. So she will pick us up. She's a local guide, and she will be taking us on a bit of a little panoramic city tour before we get to the hotel, which I think is going to be a great way to introduce us to Europe. We'll have some time to start taking in the amazing sights of Hungary. It is a very cool city. At least I thought it was just an amazing city to visit. So we'll be able to do that. And then we will be taken to the hotel where we'll check in. We'll do our check-in, and then we will meet for dinner because we're going to go to an off-site location for a gypsy dinner. So that will be fun. Attire for this entire trip, I want to tell you clothes-wise for packing, because I did say I would touch on that, really is, most of the time very casual, like resort casual. Like during the daytime, you can wear jeans, you can wear just comfortable slacks. The ladies, some of you like to wear leggings, that's totally fine. So very comfortable, wear layers. Because it might be chillier. I've been watching the weather. Right now it's still pretty chilly. It was actually okay when I went, but like I would wear layers. So if you have like a top with a short sleeve and then maybe something like I have a long sleeve on right now over top, and then maybe you have your raincoat, or if you have one of those puffy squishy jackets, something a little warmer, that would be what I would recommend during the daytime. And then at night, again, it's for the most part mostly casual. We will be having one dinner that is more upscale, if you will, but not too terribly fancy. I don't want everybody to get scared, but we're going to be able to do the chef's table dining. Our group has to be split, so we'll have 2 different nights that we'll be experiencing it. But that night, I would say if you're up to wearing something just a wee bit nicer, I would encourage you to do so. But yeah, the evenings are in the dining room, and it's you can be as casual or comfortable, or if you do want to dress up a little bit at night, go for it. To each his own. It really is open. But for the most part, this whole trip is super casual. So our gypsy dinner, you can wear a pair of jeans or whatever, just be comfortable, and we will go enjoy some local cuisine. I'm thinking maybe some goulash. Anyway, then the next morning we'll wake up on Monday, because we're already Sunday in Budapest, and we'll wake up and have breakfast at the hotel, and then we will be taking our walking tour to the Great Market. Now, the Great Market Hall. I did not have a chance to see this when I was there last time, and this was a highlight that I know people say, it's a cool experience. So I'm excited to see what this is all about. And you will see in the newsletter today, I put a little currency estimates for you to look at. I am going to encourage everyone to bring some euros. I would definitely go to the bank and order some euros. People will always ask me, Chris, how much should I bring? Everybody's different. You can use your credit card for almost every single thing we do nowadays. So don't bring too much. So bring some, but then you have some, so you do have some available. So if you do want to do, and if you can get some lower denominations of either euros or whatever I'm going to talk about the other currencies, but like the lower denominations, so that if you have to do any tipping is, I guess, why I'm saying that, that would be smart to do. I'm probably likely going to bring about 250 euros. This trip, I may bring some Hungarian forints. Last trip, I didn't, and I didn't need any, but I might bring a little this trip because we are going to this Great Market Hall, and it's sort of like a farmer's market so there'll be all these different little vendors and shopping and things, and so I'm thinking there might be some that would prefer to have their local currency. So I might get a little bit of the Hungarian forint as well. I'm just not for certain how much yet. How much shopping I want to do at the first day we're in Europe. But anyway, I'm excited to go to this Great Market Hall. So we'll do that. And you want to get some cash and you want to order it ahead of time, I would highly encourage that you have that all ordered and in your hands maybe 2 weeks before we leave, just so that's one less thing you have to worry about. Some of the banks take a little bit longer to get the currency versus others might have it on hand. So that's why I encourage you to do it ahead of time. Okay, so we're going to get to do Great Market Hall, do some shopping, lunch on our own. There'll be food there, so we'll be able to enjoy that. And then Anna Marie will be bringing us to the boat. So she will be bringing us to the Amabella. And I can't wait to get on the boat. Each step of the way is just going to be so fun. So when we get on the boat, they may not have our room ready, but guess what? That's okay, because they have our living room waiting for us ready with sort of like a tea time. We'll have the little sandwiches, they'll have soup, they'll have drinks, so we can just sit in the living room and visit and relax until our room is ready. Now our room might be ready, so now I'm squashing that whole dream of just sitting in the living room together, but they will still have all of that in the living room for us if we want. Now, they don't call it the living room. I believe they call it a lounge, but I'm going to call it the living room, okay, guys? So it's just lovely how they welcome us. So they have that going on. When we get on the boat, the minute you step on that boat, it's yours to enjoy the entire time. What does that mean? Explore. Go walk up on the top deck, check it out, do the track. They've got like a track around there, up on the top. Just explore, enjoy checking everything out. Go see where the dining room is. Maybe you want to work out on the ship, on the boat, and go find where that is, where the little hair salon is. Go walk down the hall and maybe check out where your room is if it's not quite ready. But anyway, I just encourage you to make this your home for the week. So enjoy from the moment you step on the boat. It's yours to do so. Okay, so I think that's a good start. We flew there. We took a bus. We got to Chicago. We flew there. We arrived into Budapest, and we had a gypsy dinner. How cool is that? I can't wait. And then the next day we woke up and we did some more touring in Budapest and then got on our home for the week. So that's where I'm going to leave you. And I look forward to seeing everybody at the meeting next weekend. I can't wait. But you'll have another newsletter before that. So up next is Budapest and what's going on there and the options of the tours I'm going to talk about a little bit and some highlights that I had when I was on my trip. So anyway, till then, see ya.